Now we believe Amir al-Mu'mineen is the first and rightful successor to the Prophet, but we need to be able to prove it. We need to be able to have evidences and references ready, so that when they ask us, we're able to answer them. So let's come on to the hadith known as Hadith al-Manzila, one of the most famous hadiths that have been narrated more in Sunni books than Shia books. Has been narrated more by historians of other religions than even the followers of the Shia. The hadith goes as follows. Now this hadith the Prophet didn't say once, he said many times. But the first time he said this was when he arrived into Medina. And inshallah we'll look at the hadith and then we will examine what our Holy Prophet said and meant by the words. The Prophet, as we all know, sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, migrated from the city of Makkah to the city of Medina. Those that accompanied him were known as the Muhajirun. Those who were already in Medina were known as the Ansar. Okay? Muhajirun are those who travel, Ansar are those who were already there. So when the Muhajirun came into the city of Medina, they had no clothes, they had no house, they had no money, they had no food, they were poor and they were travelers. So what Rasulullah did was, sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, what he did was, he said, I am going to make a pact of brotherhood. I am going to take one Muhajir and one Ansar, and I am going to bring them together in brotherhood. What is their role? You look after your Muhajir and you look after your Ansar. Your money is his money. Your house is his house. Anything that you have, he has. Therefore, it would allow those who had migrated to financially stabilize themselves again. Because they've left Makkah and they've moved to Medina, they have nothing. So, what do the book of the narration say? One by one, the Prophet is calling one Muhajir, one Ansar. One Muhajir, one Ansar. All the way through until Ali ibn Abi Talib was sitting alone by the riverside. So a few of the companions, as they were used to doing, they would come and talk to me. They would say, Ya Ali, he's made everybody a brother. What about you? Does he not care about you? Do you not deserve a brother? What are you going to do financially, Ya Ali? Amir al-Mu'mineen gets up, walks towards Rasulullah with the utmost humility, puts his head down and says, Ya Rasulullah, everybody has a brother. Do I not get a brother? At that moment, Rasulullah says, Ya Ali, I was waiting to pair off everybody else. There's nobody worthy of being my brother other than you. And there's no one worthy of being your brother other than me. Then he said the famous statement, Ya Ali, you are to me as Harun was to Musa, because Harun was the brother of Musa. Then he took it one step further. He said, Ya Ali, anta akhi, you are my brother fi dunya wal akhirah. In this life and in the hereafter. Don't be sad, Ya Ali. You are my brother. And on that day, the Prophet had concealed the Khilafah. He'd already said, بِمَنْزَلَةِ هَارُونَ مِن Musa. You are to me, Ali, as Harun was to Musa, alayhim salam. This is one of the incidences. He said him after Badr. This was said after Uhud. This was said after Khandaq. This was said after Khaybar. This was said after Hunayn. This was said at the Fatah Makkah. And it was said at the Battle of Tabuk. Among many other times as well. But these are the famous narrations.